Good afternoon. We're glad to welcome you to our SAP Tech Talks webinar. A few words regarding the event organization. The webinar will be recorded and then posted on our YouTube channel. You may ask all your questions in the Q&A field. At the end of the event, our speaker will answer all of them and choose the best question, the author of which will get a prize from our community. Our today's speaker is Anastasia Traiglazova, and the topic of her webinar is SAP Marketing Solutions, What to Choose. I give the floor to our speaker.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to my presentation. First of all, thank you all for coming here today. And my tech talk theme is SAP Marketing Solutions, What to Choose. The goal of my tech talk is to provide an overview of SAP Marketing Solutions, to describe differences between these marketing solutions, and to elaborate how these differences can meet different clients' needs. Few words about myself. My name is Anastasia Traiglazova. I am Senior Functional Consultant at EPAM. I have 4+ years of experience in SAP Customer Experience Solutions. I have diverse experience in implementation and support projects in banking, retail, telco, insurance, and other domains. And I am certified SAP Marketing Cloud and Immersive consultant. My presentation is structured as follows. I will start from marketing solutions evolution. Then I will provide an overview of SAP Marketing Cloud and Immersive. After this, I will describe marketing solutions comparison. This area could be breakdown into following fields: data management and segmentation, content and campaign management, and integration and customization. And as a final step, we will have Q&A session. Let's start from the basics and talk a little bit about SAP Marketing Solutions essence and its evolution in SAP product set. Platform for marketers in SAP Business Suite has evolved significantly over the years. In the beginning, it was a module in SAP CRM system. Then it became a separate product named SAP Hybrid Marketing, which was on-premise marketing solution based on SAP HANA database and which has such functionality as segmentation, campaign management, content management, and analytics. Then we have replatforming. Then we have transformation from on-premise marketing solution to cloud marketing solution. At this stage, SAP Marketing Cloud became a part of SAP C/4HANA suite. And nowadays, we have SAP Immersive as a marketing solution in SAP Customer Experience product set, and SAP Marketing Cloud as a solution which continues to exist. Let's move on to SAP Marketing Cloud and Immersive overview. Immersive was acquired by SAP in 2020 and was positioned as a key tool for B2C businesses. It's famous for their web and mobile integrations because of the tools which it provided. It makes it popular through clients who want to streamline their marketing efforts through these channels. And it's impossible not to mention about Immersive Tactics. It is pre-built automation center and interactions campaigns in which we will deep dive further. SAP Marketing Cloud was integrated into SAP Customer Experience Suite in 2018, and it was designed for both B2B and B2C businesses. This thing is considered by experts as a main difference between these two systems, but of course, we will describe more. SAP Marketing Cloud is famous for its best record functionality, which allows marketers to have a single accurate record for each contact, regardless the fact that data for this contact could be received from different sources. And I would like to mention that in SAP Marketing Cloud, we have very intuitive segmentation interface, which is highly user-friendly and easy to use. Both of these systems has great clients, which you can see on this slide. Let's move further and take a closer look on marketing solutions comparison. And the first step, we will talk about data management and segmentation. The data in SAP marketing systems could be divided into three main groups: contact data, transactional data, and data which refers to product set. Both of these systems can receive these data through APIs, file imports, and form submissions. And these systems has a pre-delivered integration package with SAP Commerce Cloud. SAP Marketing Cloud also has standard integration with SAP Sales Cloud, which is not completely established for Emarsys yet. There are some parts of this functionality between Emarsys and SAP Sales Cloud, but this integration is still evolving. Then I would like to mention about relational databases. Emarsys has an option to build connection with relational databases and receive data from them. And here, interesting fact that Emarsys have possibility to integrate with several relational databases in one Emarsys account. Also, this thing is related to what I said earlier. Emarsys has seamless integration with web and mobile channels due to great tools named WebExtend and Emarsys SDK. Clients who use marketing systems are very common in file uploads, and Emarsys offers to automate these file uploads on regular basis. And one more thing about Emarsys, it could be integrated with quite popular Magento and Shopify platforms. Let's move to data management further. And it's a well-known fact that data in marketing systems could be received from different sources. And SAP Marketing Cloud has functionality which I've already mentioned, named Best Records, which allows us to have a single record for each contact, which was built by prioritizing of data sources from which data for this contact was collected. And this allows us to avoid duplication. To implement the same scenario in Emarsys, we should specify unique identifier for contacts in all data sources from which data could be collected for this contact, and manage duplication handling. Here, sometimes it might be very hard to have the same identifiers in the different sources, and we need to put many efforts to provide this. Then let's talk a little bit about segmentation, which is a crucial functionality for all marketers. In Emarsys, segmentation is built by logical statements combined with or and. For example, contacts with country equal to Germany and not empty email. And in SAP Marketing Cloud, segmentation is built by segmentation tree, which is built by segmentation tree and filters on the left. And to apply filters, we need just drag and drop them from the left side to segmentation tree. And one more point here that in SAP Marketing Cloud, we have possibility to preview distribution of contact properties even before segment creation. You may have a question, why is it important? I can answer. First of all, clients have marketing experts, marketing managers with very different technical maturity. And secondly, segmentation in different client scenarios could vary. I mean that for some clients, we need to build many segmentation logics, which will change very frequently. And for others, it's enough to build some segmentation scenarios once, and it will be rarely changed. And in this case, simpler user-friendly interface will play better for such client. That's why I'm talking about segmentation interface in such an accurate way. Let's move further and talk a little bit about segmentation data sources. Both of these solutions provide number of standard fields such as contact name, age, country, some behavioral characteristics like clicks, purchase date, and others. Also, they allows us to create custom fields for client-specific needs. And Immersis has great feature named relational segments, which are based on relational databases connections. I will explain this functionality on the example. Let's imagine that a client has a requirement that we need to build segment based on the historical data, which is older than 1 year. In this case, we can face with limits for data storage in both systems, but databases can store much more. So we can build new MySQL connection from Immersis and create segment which looks like an SQL query, save it and use and reuse and use it in segmentation and personalization. SAP Marketing Cloud has also some possibilities to have customization in segmentation data sources. I'm talking about customer CDS views, custom business objects, and custom SAP HANA views. I suppose these objects are common to many SAP systems. Then let's talk a little bit about predictive scenarios. In SAP Immersis, we have smart AI segments, which looks like single sentences, which divide our contact database into 3 groups. For example, AI segment for leads will divide will tell us how likely lead will stay cold, will be converted, or stay inactive. And we have 5 more scenarios, 5 more AI segments for such purposes. Overall, smart AI segments tells us about how likely contact will perform an action. And based on some thresholds, we can divide leads or contacts into three groups. In SAP Marketing Cloud, we have predictive scores as an attribute in segmentation, and they are built in Predictive Studio app. Here, I can tell that user can create, train, evaluate their predictive scenarios and build custom predictive scenarios based on the standard ones. Overall, at this point, I can say that SAP Marketing Cloud has more possibilities to customize predictive scores because users can define even training set here and or use externally calculated scores. My next point will be referred to access management. Let's imagine that we have global client who wants to restrict access to the system's objects by different locations, and at this step we can use SAP Marketing Cloud feature named marketing areas. We can assign different locations to different marketing areas, and as a result, we can restrict access for users from different locations. How we'll perform this? We will assign marketing areas to our objects like campaigns, contacts and accounts, content, target groups, and users will see objects only from their locations and will have restricted access to other locations data. At the same time, some group of users could have all rights to see all data from all regions, like global user group, and analyze like global KPIs. And in order to implement the same scenario in immerses, we should follow multi-account strategy. That means that we will create new immerses, separate immerses account for each marketing, for each location. And in order to provide a view for all the data from all the locations, we need to use some third-party tools or downloads. In this table, I have collected all the points which I've mentioned before, so it could be used like a checklist for different purposes. Let's move further to content and campaign management topic. Talking about content creation in these two systems, I can say that they have more similarities than differences. Both of these systems have blog-based editor, and they have possibility to upload custom HTML templates. Talking about personalization, I can tell that immerses and Marketing Cloud has possibility to use personalization attributes, or how they called personalization tokens in immerses. And in these systems, we can personalize not only one attribute, but also whole blocks in the content, like it showed for Marketing Cloud, or whole sentences and blocks due to conditional text and block targeting in immerses. And one more thing related to immerses, we have immersive scripting language, which allows us to add more complex dynamic personalization in our content. Let's elaborate more on immersive scripting language. As I said, it's used for more complex and dynamic personalization in content. And It consists of expressions, um, which could be one field like contact name or others, or a fixed value like due date for voucher. The second part is filters. Filters could be used together with expressions. For example, we can define default value for some expression field, and statements, which combine expressions, filters, and add a condition to these things. For example, if length of contact field is more than 6 symbols, we can put this field. Otherwise, we put friend. Um, it affects on how content looks like, and for many marketing experts nowadays, it's very important. These three parts of immersive scripting language combined in rules for more complex scenarios. Let's talk a little bit about recommendations. Both of these systems has their recommendation engines for email and web recommendations. Immersive has 6 recommendation logics and 9 widgets, which could be easily implemented on client website. And SAP Marketing Cloud has 5 recommendation models, but they could be customized. And in order to use recommendations which were generated from SAP Marketing Cloud, we need to build integration through SAP BTP platform to request products for recommendations and show them on client's website. A few words about voucher management in these two systems. Immersive offers very user-friendly tool to handle vouchers. It is very user-friendly because when you go there, you can easily understand what you should do. And the most important part here that Immersive provides us omni-channel voucher management, which means that we can distribute vouchers, one voucher pool through different channels and avoid like sending different vouchers to one client. And in SAP Marketing Cloud, we manage vouchers as coupons, and they should be handled in 2 different apps named Manage Coupons and Manage Offers. And I'd like to say that it is not so user-friendly, and we need more time to onboard our users of how to use coupons in SAP Marketing Cloud. Marketing experts spend bunch of their time to test content. SAP Immersive and SAP Marketing Cloud provides tools for preview content for different devices and different sizes, as it showed for Marketing Cloud. And in Immersive, we also have possibility to preview content for various email clients. And a few words about a great Immersive tool, which named Deliverability Advisor. I would explain why it is a great tool. Marketers usually face with issues, with deliverability issues, and the root of some of these issues usually clear after email distribution, but we do not have like possibility to check before uh, before campaign finish. And for such purpose, Immersis offers us this tool named Deliverability Advisor, which consists of several checks which could be performed before email distribution. So these checks signal us that something is wrong, and we can um, take an immediate action and fix that before we send our emails. These results um, this leads us to increase customer engagement and avoid such bad metrics like treated as spam, complaint, and so on. Okay, few words about multi-language support. In order to have content in different languages in Immersis, we have some embedded tools, like we can use language tags, or which we discussed previously, Immersis scripting language. Also, we can create translator role for users, which will manage only content in our Immersis system, and we can import our translations. In SAP Marketing Cloud, we also can have translator role. We can import translations, and we can integrate with third-party tools for translations. And we are moving to our next topic, which is campaign management. Overall, campaign management is a process of planning, executing, tracking, and analyzing marketing campaigns. And this process could be, the process of campaign preparation could be divided into following steps. The first step is research the market and build steps for campaigns in different scenarios. The second, specify the target audience. And the third one, specify content. Both of the systems, Immersis and Marketing Cloud, have their campaign builders, which looks like a chain of actions. And here I would like to say that Immersis has more allows us to build, to use more actions, or as they call nodes here. Immersis has tactics. Tactics are pre-built automation center and interaction programs designed to achieve a specific marketing goal. What does it mean? It means that Immersis pre-built campaigns for different client needs. These campaigns are divided into three groups, three categories: acquisition and conversion, customer lifecycle, and product data. And Immersis, based on its huge experience, pre-build these tactics, and the only thing which is needed from customer is to choose the right tactic and start it. Immersis provides us more than 50 pre-built tactics, and the number of tactics is still growing. And inside these 50 tactics, we have 30 scenarios for 30 scenarios for commerce. I want to get back to what I said earlier, to campaign preparation lifecycle. And here, as you might guess, the first step took us more efforts and resources and time to cover. And Immersis tactics covering all these three steps. And in Marketing Cloud, talking about SAP Marketing Cloud, for the first stage, we need a marketing expert or consultant. Theoretically, in SAP Marketing Cloud, we also can build campaigns and save it as a templates and reuse. But practically, in SAP Marketing Cloud, it took us more resources to perform the same actions as immersive tactics provides us. So immersive time to value is about is refers to speed and efficiency with which business can see the value from their marketing automation. To make picture more clear, I would like to describe ideal clients for both systems if we are talking about campaign management. Um, Ideal client for SAP Immersive will be client with undifferentiated marketing strategy or unstructured campaign management. It would be great if this client sells through web shop and mobile app, and um, it would be great if this client uses standard supported by immersive communication channels. Considering all these input data, the only things which we need to perform are specify marketing strategy, choose tactics, and add audience and content for these tactics. Talking about SAP Marketing Cloud, ideal client will look like client with differentiated marketing strategy and with structured and built campaign management. Maybe this client has no system for all interactions consolidation and as a result may have gaps in communication policy terms. And maybe this client has many custom communication channels. Considering all these facts, the steps which we need to implement are specify interactions, implement custom communication channels, build campaigns, and consolidate results in one place. Let's move further and talk a little bit about tactics results. Immersive provides us tool named strategic dashboard, which consists of many dashboards. These dashboards in this dashboard we can set up revenue targets and active customer targets, and if some of these strategies performs badly, as we can see here for drive purchase frequency strategy, we can just click on get better results with tactics, and Immersive will offer us to execute tactics in order to get better results. So like I would say that here we can have accurate view and can follow our targets in a very efficient way. Few words about strategic dashboard hierarchy. On the top, we have objectives, for example, revenue growth, reduce customer churn, increase number of active customers. Then we have strategies, which we saw on previous slide. They used to achieve these objectives. And at the bottom, we have programs and tactics. Here, I need to explain what is programs. Programs are automated campaigns which built from marketing expert or consultant, which means built from scratch. And these programs could be linked to tactics because they follow the same goals, and by performing these, we can have more accurate reports. And here I have the same table as in previous section in order to reuse all the things which I mentioned before. Here I've collected them in one place. Then we are moving to integration and customization. Immersive has seamless integration with mobile and web channel. Also, in Immersive, we can use custom communication channels via a webhook action node. Both of these systems have API collections. Immersive has ability to build connections with relational databases, and also Immersive has pre-delivered add-ons for integration with Magenta and Shopify. In SAP Marketing Cloud, we can implement custom logics through Body. Also, we have ability to use custom communication channels. I've already mentioned about API collections, and we can build custom integration through CPI platform. And last point, we can build custom CDS views as an external API and use them as one point of customization. I am very close to my conclusion, and here I want to say that both systems has their advantages and disadvantages, which I described before, and what do we need? At least when we don't have detailed requirements from our client, we need to at least to divide the scope into these areas mentioned on this slide, and to define priorities for client and decide which system outperforms in the area in which customer is interested in. And on this slide, I've put some highlights about clients' characteristics, which could be kind of benchmarks for understanding which system meets clients' needs better. I believe that you get an insight about SAP marketing platforms, and will be ready to choose the right one for your clients. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you, Anastasia. So let's get down to our Q&A part. The first question from the chat is, could you please describe how SAP Marketing Solutions are compared to Salesforce?
Okay. This question sounds like a theme for one separate tech talk presentation. But I will mention some pros and cons based on my experience, because I have I was involved in one project where we performed replatforming from Salesforce to SAP systems. And the first point will be that Salesforce consists of marketing part and CRM part, and it is combined in one system. In order to implement the same scenario in SAP systems, we need to use, for example, Immersive plus SAP Sales Cloud, or SAP Marketing Cloud plus SAP Sales Cloud, in order to have the same scenario. Also, in SAP marketing systems, we have better permission management. And one more thing, that we have dynamic target groups. It means that target groups are recalculated automatically by campaign execution or by scheduled job, and it allows marketers to build segmentation logics, and as a result, target groups once, and they will be recalculated automatically. But in contrast, Salesforce performs better in landing pages and forms management. I know that their users can build more complicated logics to how to process data which was left in form submissions. Um, what else? Uh, I think that's what comes first. That comes to my mind. Firstly, um, maybe we can contact further and describe detailed differences.
Thank you for a detailed answer. So the second question, could you please describe the difference in terms of implementation period for both systems?
Okay. SAP Marketing Cloud average implementation period is about 6 months, and Immersive's implementation period is shorter. It's about 3 months. But as we all know, it depends on client scope. So um, every client needs um, can be very different.
Exactly. Thank you. Next question. Does SAP Marketing or Imasis support integration with SAP Qualtrics surveys? Do you have such an experience in your projects?
Okay, SAP Marketing Cloud has some integration package with SAP Qualtrics, and about experience, I don't have hands-on experience of implementing such integrations, but I am 100% sure that for SAP Marketing Cloud it is built. For Immersis, I suppose not yet, but who knows? Now SAP is uh, integrating Immersis into their customer experience suite with the very fast speed.
Thank you. Next question. Are there any analytics or reporting capabilities embedded in Imarsys and SAP Marketing Cloud?
Mhm. Okay. Uh, in Immersis, as I said, we have strategic dashboards, and we have many reports inside customer insight functionality. So yes, there we have embedded analytics tools, which helps us to follow our goals and to track success. And in SAP Marketing Cloud, we also have analytics gallery. It is a number of reports where we also have many KPIs and metrics. And also, uh, we have integration package for SAP Marketing Cloud, um, for SAP Marketing Cloud and SAP Analytics, which allows us to have uh, more complicated reports.
Thank you. While you're generating new questions to have a chance to bid for our cool prize, we encourage you to join our community on other social networks: Facebook, Telegram, LinkedIn, and of course, we are community platform via the link in the chat. By the way, don't miss the registration for our upcoming SAP Tech Talk, Modernizing Billing and Revenue Management with SAP BRIM Basics. The registration link is available in the meeting chat. So, other questions? Next question is: what are the main rivals of Emasis? Are what are, and what are the shares of Emasis and SAP Marketing Cloud in the marketing world?
Okay, quite complicated question. Um, I will answer like they. I will start to answer from the end of this question about shares. they I would say and it matches with my old presentation that they are designed for different clients needs, and that's why um, SAP Marketing Cloud has more clients in enterprise, and Immersis has more clients in middle business. So um, I can't accurately evaluate their shares because they have different segments of clients. And could you repeat, please, the first part?
What are the main rivals of Emasis?
The main rivals. Um, Okay, what does it mean?
Like what solutions SAP Emasis can compete with?
Oh, um, I would like not to mention them. Actually, I know, of course, and you can get this from the first Google result. Just because I'm SAP consultant, and um, um, I don't want to mention maybe competitors of our solutions.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. And then next question, what about predictive or machine learning? Are there any pre-built content for this in Emasis, or maybe possibility to build custom predictive models?
Mhm. Okay. Um, as I said earlier, we have some possibilities for predictive scenarios in Immersis and Marketing Cloud. In Immersis, we have uh, pre-built AI segments. So Immersis can't afford us to customize their AI logics. They just train their trainings, define their training set, train their models, and do this work behind the scenes. So users only can use their predictive AI segments, which looks like a single sentence, and divide the whole database into some groups. That means that let's describe it in example. Um, we can understand if contact will churn, stay inactive, or I don't know, stay cold. And Immersive AI segments provides us this division and provides us possibility to build such segments, and they are pre-built. In SAP Marketing Cloud, we have Predictive Studio app where we can use pre-delivered scenarios or build custom ones based on the standard ones. And we can define training set by ourselves. So by using some target group uh, with historical data, and uh, train this model and use it as a predictive scenario in um, our marketing system.
Thank you. So we have some questions regarding the pricing, solution pricing, but I think we can miss them as the information is available in official SAP website.
Mhm.
So next question, could you please describe what would be the best solution in terms of company size?
For big companies like enterprises, the better solution will be SAP Marketing Cloud, and for middle businesses, Immersive.
Yeah, perfect. Probably that's it. Yeah, I see there are no questions in the chat anymore. So I'd like to thank the speaker for the interesting speech. As already mentioned, today's webinar recording will be posted on our YouTube channel. And also, Anastasia, I'd like to ask you to choose the best question, the author of which will get a prize.
Okay, let me recall it. Um, Maybe the first one about Salesforce.
Yeah,
It's good to
perfect.
mention other variants of
Uh,
marketing system.
mhm. Yeah, okay. Congratulations to the winner. Uh, Thanks a lot, colleagues, for your participation once again, and the links to the recording will be sent separately. Have a nice day.
Thank you all.